Snoop Dogg just got a bowl game.
Announced that the Snoop Dogg AZ Bowl is partnering with brands that will help us be the first bowl. You hear me? The first bowl to offer NIL money to student athletes. We will be the first bowl to do that.
I said it was like an oxymoronic statement because, first of all, we got to stop saying student athlete. These motherfuckers, coaches don't give a fuck about your student GPA. Players don't give a fuck about going to school. We don't care about being a student. Let's keep it real. And then we mentioned the NCAA. NCAA ain't paying nobody, so why are we even mentioning them? We're about to get rid of them. So it's just like, it's kind of oxymoronic.
Well, aren't the schools paying the kids now?
Not yet. But
they are, though. Like, isn't that the legislation that just got passed? Like, there's no.
That's not what I'm reading or what I'm hearing. I've had these conversations with a few folks. Here's what I understand what it's to be. They're going to pay back. Apparently, they're going back in time some years, and they're going to pay the $2.7 billion is paid out from what the schools coming from revenue from TV and other ways. They're going to pay back money to whoever. Now, how they figure who gets paid, that's going to be a whole nother discussion here in a minute when we have that come up. And then now the discussion is revenue streaming from this point on for this new era of player. That is what's still in discussion in illegality or litigation, etc. So they still haven't approved the actual, are we getting money from TV contracts? Are they getting money from schools as employees? But I will say this. Matt and I discussed this 3 years ago on this show, Smitty, before you got on, that we discussed Matt's whole thing was a union. I was like, nah, I don't like it. Matt was like, let's do a union. And now you see all these fucking shitbirds out here trying to create unions, like ex-players, ex-agents, all these fucking.
Why you calling them shitbirds?
Because they're street agents.
Because we need somebody big time to run the players union. I can't do it. Some ex-player that played for 8 years and has a name in his community, but that's it, can't do it. Like, we need Nick fucking Saban to be the head of the players union, or like, I know he's a coach, but we need, like, if you put him in charge, he will have the players' interests in mind. He won't be coaching them anymore. He'll be representing them. So we need somebody that knows how to fight with the NCAA and the coaches and that can fundraise too. Like, that's a huge part of being the head of something is fundraising. So,
like, let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, somebody like that goes into these. Let's be honest. These white folks that got these billions of dollars and say, "Hey, I need that money." If it's a 3-year ex-wide receiver that nobody really knew goes in here, he ain't getting it. And that is to keep it funky. That's just how it moves. That's how these cats move. We already know. Look at the owners in the NFL. Not like they're not all fucking same color. So it's like, come on, man. Let's keep it real. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, how we have all these guys now, all these street agents, Smitty, who run 7-on-7. That's what you're seeing right now. They're trying to come out with a players union now. These absolute nobodies. So it's just funny to see that shit. Like, I'm telling you, bro, they will. The vultures come out when the blood is on the floor. Let me just tell you right now.
Well, look, I guess you could consider me a street agent, but I do it a little bit differently. I don't run 7-on-7 teams and shit, but we do run a massive facility that feeds.
Yeah, but that's not a street agent. You're a trainer and a teacher. There's a difference because you're not pushing guys to some school. You're not pushing guys to one particular school.
I also have a base. Like,
that's what I'm saying. These guys move around.
No offense to everybody that, like, facility jumps and everybody that works out on a field, or like if you're paying a coach and you have to bring a snow shovel, that's whack as fuck. Like, that's not cool. If your coach doesn't have a facility, doesn't have a fucking home base, doesn't have a film room, like, you might as well go to his basement and eat pizza and shit. Like, what are we talking about? So